Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. So, in EVS, today we are going to start our first chapter, that is Modes of Existence. So, in this chapter, we will read about four modes of existence, that is hunting and gathering, pastoralism, agricultural, and industrialism. As we all know, being a human, we all are dependent on nature for survival, right? Because we get maximum thing from nature for surviving. But slowly, man's equation with nature has undergone a change over the period of time. So here the first one is hunting and gathering mode of existence, which is comprises of a group of people who are dependent primarily on wild food for survival. So their work is to hunting animals, trapping of small animals, fishing, gathering fruits, nuts, vegetables, etc. Even now also such societies exist in the more isolated parts of the earth. Hunter and gatherers are relatively moved from one place to another in search of food. And their group consists of only 10 to 13 individuals arising from the same family. They have usually a small territory of about 20 square miles and move within this area at a slow pace as they gather food while they travel. Their division of labor is mostly on the basis of sex, as men usually hunt whereas women gather fruits and vegetables. And in them, the oldest member in the group is usually the decision maker. The hunter gatherers have an egalitarian social structure, means they believe that all people were created equal and should be treated equal. The hunter gatherer's relationship with the environment is that of a parent and child. For them, nature is their parent. A wide variety of nuts, fruits, vegetables, roots were consumed by them. The bark of trees were used for clothing, bamboo used to make huts and weapons. The traditional Bushmen of Kalahari Desert are vegetarian. Their food material consists mainly of plant matter. There is an impact on the environment, as hunter-gatherers are mainly depend on the environment for their food. Excessive hunting lead to loss of genetic diversity. Destruction of habitats changed the chemistry of the soil and disrupted the biogeochemical cycles. The loss of tree cover led to the decreased transpiration rate, which resulted in waterlogging and formation of bogs. So next is pastoralism. It is a branch of agriculture concerned with raising of livestock. It involves mainly use of animals such as camels, goats, yaks, llamas and sheep. So from here you can understand that their mode of existence depends on the domestication of animals. The animals not only provide them with food, but their skin is used for clothing and they are used as beasts of burden. The pastoralists are usually nomadic in nature, means who lives by traveling from place to place. Pastoralist is found in various forms throughout the world. Each pastoralist adaptation occurred in different contexts, and so there is no specific form of social organization associated with pastoralism. Pastoralists believe that though God is not visible, but has to be appeared for their survival. Next is scale of catchment. Pastoralists mainly have low economic status. They are unable to make full use of nature. However, among the commercial pastoralists, the use of dairy products help to raise the economic value of the pastoralists. Next is access to resources. They mainly use marginal areas where cultivation is not possible. They mainly convert the energy into resources which can be available for human consumption, such as milk, blood, and meat. Next is ecological impact. As we know, pastoralists domesticate animals. So as a result of which there is higher population density of domesticated herbivores in comparison to the wild ones. For rearing those domestic animals, the forests were often cleared, sometimes with the use of fire also. As a result of which deforestation takes place, which not only causes loss of biodiversity but also accelerates soil erosion. Also, in order to protect the domestic varieties, a large number of predators are killed. So, for favoring a particular genetic variety, often resulting in the extinction of other endangered species. The population of wild herbivores also declines to reduce competition to domestic herbivores. So these are the major impacts fall on the ecological environment due to pastoralism. So I hope this much you have understood. On the next class, we will read about agricultural and industrialism. Thank you.